everyone, welcome back. So today we'll be studying about worksheets. Actually, we'll be playing with worksheets in the sense, what all can you do with a worksheet? What all functions can you perform on a worksheet? We are going to see that one by one today. So what is a worksheet? First of all, worksheets are the sheets on which you work inside a workbook. And what is a workbook? The book which contains all those sheets on which you're working. So here, if you see, book 1 is my workbook, and these sheets here, color, editing, font, sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, these are my worksheets inside the workbook, book 1. All right. Now let's see them one by one. So first of all, let us see how do you add sheets into the workbook. So it's very simple here. Can you see this plus sign here? Yeah. Just click on it and a new worksheet gets added. Again, you click on it, again a new worksheet, then again and so on. Okay, this is how you add worksheets. Fine. Now let us see this sheet, for example. Okay, remember this sheet in the last lecture we had seen. So right click on this sheet now. Now let's see the options which are present. Insert, delete, rename, move a copy, view code, protect sheet, tap color, hide and select all sheets. So let's start with selecting all the sheets at once. Select all sheets. See this? All sheets become highlighted here in white, of course, but they all get highlighted. Now this means that they have all been selected and they have been grouped into one single group. Fine. Selecting all sheets at once or selecting 2 sheets, 3 sheets, 4 sheets at once means grouping them together into one. So whatever you will do, it will affect all the sheets. If you delete, you will delete all 4 sheets. If you hide, you will hide all 4 sheets. Okay. So I have grouped these sheets here. Now let's see what all options we are getting after grouping the sheets. So if we see, let's go to rename. So now what is happening for renaming? You will not, of course, see that's but obvious, you will not rename all 4 worksheets or all 12 sheets or all 10 sheets which you have selected. It's but obvious. You will rename one by one. So for renaming, you are getting a separate option here. Can you see this cursor blinking here? Yes. So in this way, you can rename a sheet. So for renaming a sheet, let me first ungroup these sheets. Okay. So suppose I am on sheet 2. I want to rename it. Right click on it, go to rename, and the cursor starts blinking. Type whatever you want and enter. This is how you rename a worksheet. Now I want to see something else on it. So what? Now I want to delete this worksheet, for example. But now what will happen? See, all this data will get deleted. So let us try this deleting thing on some other blank worksheet. Okay. Let's come here. I want to delete this. Right click and delete. Sheet number 25 got deleted. I want to delete sheet number 24. Right click, delete. Fine. Now let us go to insert option. Now what does insert option do? Now see, in insert option, there are different options, general and spreadsheet solutions. So I want to insert a chart, MS Excel macro, some international macro sheet, MS Excel dialog. All these things are actually very different from what we are studying now. We are just studying the basics right now. So I'm just showing you what all options you will get on clicking the options which are present in the right click menu, right? So for inserting any of these, you will click on insert option. But for now, we'll cancel it. Okay. Now again, delete. Of course, we've seen already how to delete it. We have seen how to rename it. Now let us come to move or copy. So let's see how it works. So now what am I trying to do? I want to move this selected sheet number 26. What do I want to do with it? I want to move it, or I want to copy it to some other workbook, or I want an entire new workbook with this sheet. That's what I'm trying to say. So first you will select the sheet. Okay. First you will see to which book do you want to move or copy this sheet. Moving will mean what? That you don't have the sheet here anymore, just like cut and paste. Similarly, moving will work how? You will move the sheet to some other workbook. So from here it will be removed and it will actually show up in the workbook where you have moved it. Copying it, it will mean, of course, copying it means sheet 26 will be here also, and it will also get copied to the new workbook where you are trying to copy. So it will remain here also and it will be there also. Fine. So let us see which book we can select. So for now, either I want it copied to the same workbook here. So I want to actually duplicate this sheet, you can say. One way is that. Another way is I want an entire new book for it. Now there is no sheet before which I want to copy. There is no particular sheet like that in the new book because of course we have not created sheets there right now. Create a copy and okay. Now do you see this is a completely new workbook with only sheet number 26 here. Fine, is that clear? Okay, so here we are back again to the previous workbook on which we were working. Okay, so now let's see what other options are there. So right click again, view code. View code will actually show you about the macro recording and all which we do. That is of course an advanced thing, so we'll be studying about it later on, but I'm just telling you what actually will show you when you click on view code. So this will actually show you the complete code, in the sense it will show you whatever ran in the background when you try to run the macro, okay, which we'll be studying later on. So don't worry about that. For now, just leave it. Okay, just skip it. Again, right click and protect sheet. Protect sheet will actually help you in protecting the sheet so that no one else can make any change to the sheet other than you. Protect sheet you will click on, and password to unprotect sheet, maybe I enter 1234. Okay, and of course the people who which with whom I've shared the sheet, they of course do not know the password which I have entered. So this will be the password when they want to actually work on the sheet to unprotect it. First they will need to unprotect it, of course they will need to unlock it, you can say, and then only they can work. So I have entered this password to unprotect the sheet. Allow all users of this worksheet to. Now it is giving you the options that what all those users can do on your worksheet, what all you will allow them to do. Okay, so you can select locked cells, select unlocked cells, format columns, or you can actually do everything. Okay, you can actually select everything if there is someone who is very trustworthy, who can actually who you can trust with your sheet. Okay, trust for your sheet, that that person will not hamper your work, or that person will not be a hindrance to your work. Okay, but of course professionally you should never do that. So if something is there which needs to be protected, you should protect it, right? Okay, so this is how you can actually unprotect the sheet, by entering the password. So let us try it once. Suppose I want to protect the sheet and I have entered the password 1234, and suppose I am entering this password uh, to nothing. Okay, actually, fine. Let's try it now. Now, suppose I'll try to delete some column here, and let's see if it asks for the password. Okay, re-enter password to proceed. It is asking 1234, and okay, fine. Now let us try to actually delete. See, you see all options are not highlighted because this is a protected sheet, so no one can work on it. Even I can't work on it until and unless I enter the password here which I have entered to unprotect the sheet. So nothing can be done, only cut copy. So now I want to unprotect it. So again, unprotect sheet, and I'll enter the password 1234 and okay, and now we'll get all the options here. Is that clear, guys? Yes. What other option remains? Tab color. I want to change the color of the tab. In the sense, can you see this is white for now? I want some different color for it. Maybe I want orange color. Okay, so of course it's not visible. I'll select some other color, maybe blue color. Okay, so see, now when I am on some other sheet, when I am working on some other sheet, you can see this in blue color. If I had selected orange color for it, when I am working on some other sheet, this will be showing orange color. But when you're working on the same sheet for which you have changed the color, if you see it properly, a very little highlighting is there with orange color. Fine, that means you're working on the sheet, but there is some tab color which has been given to that sheet. Fine, guys. Okay. Anything else? Okay, yes. Hiding sheets. Hiding sheets in the sense, suppose you're presenting your workbook in front of someone else, or you are into a presentation and you're showing this workbook or the sheets which you have created, but you don't want to show some sheets, maybe this one, okay, and then okay, this one, and this one. You don't want them to see these sheets, but also you also don't want to delete the data in those sheets. So right click. Of course, acha, how did I select it? If you try to select them by using shift and arrow keys, it will not work. How will you select the multiple sheets here? I'll show it again. I'll click on one, control, keep pressing control, and then click the other sheets which you want to select. Okay, I've selected these four sheets now. These have been grouped together. Now I want to hide all four of them. Go to hide, and all four sheets are hidden now. Now, how do you access them when you want them back? So again, just go to any sheet, right click, and click on unhide. Now, which all sheets do you want to unhide? You want to unhide all of the sheets which you had selected, or you just want one particular sheet? That's on you. So, shift and arrow. I want to unhide all the sheets which I had hidden. So, I've selected all and okay, the sheets are back. I hope guys this is very clear to you because it's really simple to work on sheets. Alright, the last thing is how to ungroup the sheets. So first I group them. So group them in the sense, click on one sheet, of course with the left click, one sheet, control, other sheet, another one, yet another one, and you're done. You've grouped all these sheets. Now right click on any of them and you will see the option to ungroup sheets. Ungroup sheets and you're done. Now they are no more into a particular group. I hope that's clear, guys. Yes or no? All right. So other than this, I don't think anything else remains while working on sheets. Oh yes, one very important, interesting thing here is, suppose I have multiple sheets here. Okay, I'm creating more and more sheets so that I can show you what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I have multiple sheets here. Now, how do I see how many sheets I have? See, this option here to scroll is actually hiding the other sheets which I have. See this? Yes, I don't know after sheet number 35 how many more sheets are there, but I want to access all of them at once. I want to see how many sheets in total I have. What do? I go here to the arrows here, right click, and see this? All the sheets which are there are visible here. Fine, then you can select any sheet and work on it. It will be active. Fine, is that clear? One more thing, suppose I am here on sheet 38. Now from sheet number 38, I want to go back to the first sheet I had created, the color editing font one. Yeah, what do? One way is to scroll through it, fine, going and then reaching the first worksheet. Other shortcut is just go here. Okay, you see these arrows here, even the shortcuts are written here. See this? Control plus left click. That means you go to these arrows here, control and this. Left click in the sense, this left arrow which is actually shown here. Control and left click. So control and press this arrow along with control. You will be taken to the first sheet itself on which you wanted to go. Alright. So here you will click and you will be able to access it. Alright guys, I hope we are clear with how do you work on worksheets, how do you play with worksheets actually. Right guys, okay. So now I'll be meeting you in the next lecture. Till then, please keep studying, keep smiling and take care. Bye.